welcome to Veiled, a point-and-click narrative horror game. Apparently there's spooky contents about this. I don't know, maybe I don't think I need to give that warning, but I heard something more unconventional in the spookiness or the subject matter. I don't want to spoil it, just in case it's well done. So who knows? I don't know, but let's just get into it. It looked like it could be cool. Like another game that has like a loading screen, point and click, and it's like this clock, just like in Fall. So I'm kind of curious. It has been 1 year since the incident, one endlessly long year looking for the truth. You know your child is alive, all the answers must be out there. Continue driving. Hours pass, you are exhausted. You finally arrive at the location you've been given. Better keep a low profile and go through the woods. So we can go back to the car and enter the forest. Go back to the car. You shudder at what you had to do to obtain this address. No way you're backing out now. Enter the forest. Ominous, twisted trees watch you venture deeper into the woods. You can look at the trees, or press on. Let's look at the trees. Everything looks so quiet here, you shiver. You continue until you reach the house. The property is closed off by a large gate. It is too high to climb over. Is your child really here? Search the abandoned tools. Among the rusty tools lies a big iron bar. This may be useful to break the chain. Seems sturdy enough. Not very subtle, but you need to get in. Let's see if there's anything else. Inspect the gate. Back to the forest. Inspect the gate. It is locked by an old rusty chain. It has seen better days. Maybe there is a way to break it. You put all your weight on the bar and the chain finally surrenders. The gate opens with a creaking noise. You enter the front yard. Isn't there like two people just standing there, or are those statues? No. This mansion, once opulent, looks rather abandoned. A towering statue seems to watch over the property. Strange, slender, dark silhouettes. They represent a family, but their alien look gives you chills. So let's see, knock on the door, examine the statue, go to around the left corner, right corner. Let's knock on the door. I highly doubt we'll go in by the front door. You knock repeatedly to the door, but no one answers. Maybe you can find another way in. Very subtle. Very sneaky. Just knock the front door. The way to the back is blocked by a very large, empty ditch. It's not dry enough to cross. You caught something moving on the first floor. Examine window. You can distinguish a ghostly figure through the window. You call it out, but it suddenly fades away. The strange figure has vanished. Was it really there in the first place? Crossing the ditch does not seem like a good idea. You wouldn't want to get stuck. Let's do it anyways. I'll check the left side. Also, what is this on the bottom right? Is this like maybe a save? You walk along an overgrown French garden. There is a shed on the left. What is this? Your bag. Oh, it's an inventory. And go backyard, enter shed. We have two choices. We'll enter the shed first. The shed is not locked. A thick layer of dust covers everything. Nothing has been touched in a long time. Inspect the tool bench. A ladder rests on the side of the bench. Probably could use that with a ditch. It could be useful to enter the house. Take the ladder. It's heavier than it looks. Hopefully you won't have to carry it around for too long. Now I'm gonna lug it around everywhere. Search among the clutter. Warped wood, planks, and broken windows. Nothing useful. I guess that's it. The path leads to the backyard. Let's check it out. A tiled terrace is nested at the back of the house. Back to the alley. Inspect the window. The shutters are not fully closed, and the window behind them seems open. If you had a way to get up there, you could sneak inside. You put the ladder against the wall. It is tall enough to reach the window. Nope. You climb the ladder and enter the house. As you enter, you see someone rushing through the door just below you. Who was he? You run after him. The man has disappeared through the door in front of you. Surely he must know something. Follow the man, inspect the doors, open the door. The door is locked from the other side. I'm not gonna follow the dude, probably a trap. Let's climb the stairs. You may find some leads on the first floor. Wait, we're on a basement now? What a stark contrast. The Persian carpet on the floor feels rather nice, but the ceiling, however, is falling off. The door is locked from the other side. You hear humming coming from the room. You knock on the door, but no one answers. And the door opens. This bedroom is rather cozy. It seems to have been used recently. There is a family album here. Everyone looks sad. Very haunting. So we can inspect the room, inspect the door. We're back in the corridor. The door is jammed. If it falls on the ground, bad omen. Wait, what? What falls on the ground? You enter the room. I want to know what's what's down below before I entered the stairs. I'm concerned. A dirty bathroom. Search the sink. You come closer to the sink. Oh. Ew. As you try to repress a heave, you start to seriously question this place. Inspect the syringe. It's empty of its content. Look at the eyeball. There is no way you're touching this. I'm just waiting for a person to, suddenly appear. The bottom of the tub is filled with caked goo. What is on the other side? A small storage room. The gentle heat feels comforting. Open the small door. The small iron door is locked. Maybe the key is somewhere. Well, at least that gives me a break from continuously proceeding, because there's multiple paths and I want to figure out where the other places go. I don't like multiple paths. But yeah, this kind of game reminds me of the old point-and-click game Uninvited. Just waiting for a creepy, spooky skeleton in a old-fashioned gown to fucking eat my flesh off. I'll open this door first. You grasp the cold handle. The door seems to weep as you push it open. A classy dining room. The silverware has been set and the dinner is ready to be served, but while this decorum was so unexpected. Look at the buffet. You take a closer look at the frames on the buffet. A few family photos are on display. The smile on a man's face makes you uneasy. Smiling kid, pretty uptight. The wedding photo catches your attention. A happy couple. It's the same man that the other photograph, only much younger. Maybe they are your hosts. The frame is missing a glass panel. That's odd. You remove the photo from the frame. You uncover a hidden compartment with a tape in it. And you take it. "To my baby" is written in the label. Alright. Inspect the table. Only one plate has been served. Is that a French cuisine, apparently? Yikes, no thanks. What is it? Like a leg? I have no idea what I'm even looking at. That's this entire room, alright. So I guess it was good that we came here. We got a cassette tape that we could play somewhere, but I haven't found any. A tape. Alright, now we can follow the man. You throw yourself at the door in vain. It is desperately shut, but as you inspect, you find a strange contraption beside it. There is a small box besides the door. This high-tech device feels out of place here. It seems like some sort of biometric device. Apparently it needs to scan your eye and your finger. I see. Alright, so dinner plate and eyeball in the sink. I guess it is a finger that's on the plate. Just looked a little fucking big for it to be a finger or whatever. No. Was there a hand somewhere else? Whatever, I guess I'll skip ahead and grab that eyeball unless something happens. Which it could very well happen. As gross as touching this eye is, it may work on the door scanner. It's still warm. As you take the eye, you hear a loud tumbling noise coming from the bedroom behind. Uh-oh. Maybe you should grab that syringe for a weapon. I don't know, man. What is that thing? The stench emanating from it makes you retch. And you get a closer look and notice its surface is slowly pulsing. Oh lord, something is spurting from one of its pores. Approach the dark heap. I don't think that's smart. I think this could cause us to die, but... could we even get to that door without... Yeah, we'll try. It came from the corridor. Going back this way is out of the question. Fuck it. As long as it doesn't mean you step closer to the creature trying to control your nausea. If we die and have to restart from the beginning, that would suck balls. Ooh, key? You realize it was a key emerging from the goo. I'll take that. Try not to touch the flesh. You grab the key with the tip of your fingers. You hear a very loud noise. It's waking up. Well, time to fuck off. It seems to be growing. Back to the bathroom. You rush to the bathroom hoping it won't follow you there. Yeah, nah. We're just going to the small door and closing it on us. It is following you. Yep, no, we're still going. It's still coming. You unlock the door. Yep. And then you close it. It's dark. You lock the door behind you, hoping that it will keep the hideous thing away. It is pitch black in here. The bright tube light hurts your eyes. What you discover doesn't make you very hopeful. Planks have been torn away. Looks like there was a person trying to make an escape. You can see a room below. The occupant was counting days, and many days have passed apparently. The skin has shrunk around the skinny bones. It's practically mummified. Well, you start kicking the remaining planks hard. Their moldy remains break easily. You pass your head in the hole and slip. You fall hard into an unknown room. The small lounge seems to lead up to a steep staircase. You notice the lock on the door was on. You unlock it and open the door. Alright, that's probably where we came from then. Look at the hole. That's where you came from. Let's hope that thing won't follow you. You cautiously start to climb. It's pretty steep. That is damn pretty steep. The stairs leads up to the first floor. Let's go back down. I want to see what's through the door then first, and if there's anything behind. No. It leads back to the hall. I'll be the judge of that. Ah, yes. Good. You just need to find a finger. Alright. Let's go up the stairs then. A long corridor spreads before you. You try to be quiet, but the flooring is squeaky. You slowly push the door and enter the room. This looks like a child's room. A small desk full of toys. Your attention is caught by a toy cassette player. There's no tape in it. Play the tape. You insert the tape and press play. A lullaby starts playing. Heartbreaking. Will help calm that monster, perhaps. This looks... Open the curtain. You slowly approach your hand and pull the curtain open. Good lord, the poor child. Quick, you must help him. Take the kid down. With difficulty, you untie the rope on his ankle, but it's too late. He is dead. Who could have done that? You start to weep, thinking about your own lost child. Was he... So there's a rope on the kid's ankle? No, I couldn't see what, like, I thought he was like hanging or something by it saying he's hung by a rope, but so he's just roped to his bed or something? Or hanging upside down? I don't know. Search the boy. As you reach to close the child's eyes, you notice something in his hand. What is it? A card. This is a tarot card. The Hanged Man. How ironic. Is that a sick joke? What's happening? His skin is suddenly very hot. Uh-oh. You can't believe what just happened. Spontaneous combustion? Poor kid. It breaks your heart. There are frames on the wall. Yeah, just look at the frames while the kid's burning in the room. That's okay. A set of formal family photographs. Quadruplets, how unusual. Yeah, just play peaceful music. The smell makes your guts inside out. Okay. I guess we'll just fucking leave. The corridor turns and opens up into a larger room. It's like amongst this ASMR style reading, there's just like belches here and there, so people could be like maybe trying to sleep and listening to the spooky story. Maybe your eyes are closed. Then you're just like I'm sorry if it breaks immersion for those that are just like sort of like immersing themselves in the story and the narration, then just suddenly you get this belch in your ear. I find that, I don't know, a part of the entertainment value for me, I guess. Just picturing that and people being like, oh. Strange room. It looks like a bedroom, but the main furniture are gone. An odd collection of mismatched books and artifacts. You pick one, but can't decipher the language. Back to the corridor. Examine the door. You approach the closed door. Gotta put on my gamer sock. A wooden sliding door. A beautiful mural is painted on it. Examine the trinket. It's a large seashell with fragment beads inside. The door seems loosely locked from the other side. You can distinguish the silhouette of a simple latch between the two doors. We use the card, I guess, in between. You could probably push it up with a thin object. You insert the card between the two doors. You gently push the latch up and slide open the door. You're immediately seized by a strong, acrid smell. The memory of the creature flashes before your eyes, but you have to press on. I need a finger, goddammit. Something terrible happened here. Look in the mirror. In the reflection, you see something lying in the tub. You gather your mental strength and slowly peek at the tub. Someone is lying inside the tub, lifeless. Little bits of mold are floating in the placid blood. You lean closer to the hand. I'll just snip one of those fingers, thanks, I guess. The hand of the woman is hanging from the side of the tub. Despite bright red painted nails, the bloated skin is dark and reminds you of the creature. If this hand belongs to the owner, it may work on the electric lock. If only you had some way to take it with you. Was there a pair of scissors on the floor? Like conveniently placed scissors? Conveniently placed scissors. What are you going to do with those scissors? You can't believe that you're thinking about this. This house starts to weigh on you. You lean closer to the hand. Honestly, a normal person would have been just like, you see the fucking blob monster. We have every opportunity to leave through the window we came in, but this guy's just like, nah, I want to inspect and go in the house even further and see more haunted shit that'll give me like some kind of PTSD and shit. The horror of the situation is numbing. The blade cuts through the flesh easily. It feels like there wasn't any solid bones. Yeah, that's not gonna haunt you for the rest of your life. No? You almost scream as the hand retracts and body disappears inside the tub. Looking inside just feels like a bad idea. You can't see anything through the crimson water. Ripples suddenly appear and a tentacle emerges from the tub. Another tentacle bursts out of the dark. Okay. You dodged this one, but may not be so lucky next time. Back to the bathroom. We're leaving. You step back, paralyzed by fear. Yeah, we're going backwards. I don't want to die. It keeps coming out. Where is all this coming from? You crawl out of the bathroom. I don't know if there are deaths in this game, but You know, I want to take the risk, you know? If I had to restart the game from the very start, that would be horrible, though. It's coming after you now. Look at the creature. Adrenaline is racing. How could it be so big? It definitely feels time-based. Oh god. A large tentacle violently throws you against the wall. Head bleeding, you're unable to move. The dark mass reaches for your head and crushes you. Okay, so there are deaths in this game. That's pretty cool. It doesn't show anything, but still. Pretty cool. We'll see if the same thing happens, maybe, if we're right here. Because then the other mass could have killed us. You need to get out of here fast. You stumble back, paralyzed. Smaller tentacles joins the party. Kinky. The large one is getting dangerously close. Reminds me of Dragon's Lair. Unable to move as Tremor sees you, you feel the cold touch of a tentacle wrapping around your head. The burst of pain knocks you unconscious. Lucky for you, you won't hear the sound of every one of your bones crushing. Maybe we can do an all-death compilation, but then I'd have to play it again and go back to the first mossy monster and then die to it in every section and every room, since apparently different deaths happen. Like the death we had in this bathroom, we backed up, but didn't leave the bathroom. We could even die maybe a third time, but since it's different, let's just, yeah, we're just gonna stumble on back. Crawl out of the bathroom. And back up a little more. It knows you are here. It's coming after you now. You face back and start to run. It's still gonna... Is it still coming? It's getting more agile. Tentacles creep from everywhere. You feel something trying to grasp at your arm. You are violently pulled backward. A bright flash of light blinds you as your neck snaps under the grip of the monster. Damn, this is gonna make me have to do this repeatedly if I'm gonna get all endings. How long is this game, I wonder? First, I want to see if I can die without backing up. If I back up naturally without clicking anything, like if I just leave it right here and I die in this scene. We have to look in the tub, alright. So... let's see. Do we naturally back up or can we die here? Stumble back. Okay, it forces us to back up at least once. So let's keep running. With the other monster, there's only the two rooms we can die in. The room it came in, and the bathroom. Run to the stairs. Out of breath, you rush down the stairs. If we can die in the stairs, I swear to God. Oh God, it's still coming after us. You throw yourself down, but a tentacle grabs your feet. You lose balance and tumble down the stairs. And oh man, you feel dizzy. Yeah, the tentacles are sliding between the railing bars. Well, do something! No. I need all deaths, man. As the tentacle seized your legs, you see the body coming down, crushing you in its way. Oh boy. Especially, like, at the very least with the first monster, we won't have to, worry about dying so frequently. There's so many rooms. This thing chases us a lot more, zealously? Is that even a word? Much more ferociously than the previous monster. And that is just the bedroom you can die in, Actually, the bathroom and then the small room, but before unlocking the door, there's 3 rooms. Anyways. We'll see if it still chases us until we get to the front lobby. Let's see how goddamn persistent this thing is. Strange for it to become like octopus tentacles, though. You get back on your feet and run to the lounge. It's still happening. You almost reached the hall. Wow. Tentacles are bursting from everywhere, so we'd have to go through the hall, but it's getting at the door. The creature covers your only escape. Helpless, you're quickly taken by its slimy embrace. You pray every god known to man as you feel life leaving your body. Alright, well for this I'm going to skip ahead until we get into the lobby, I guess. I'm going to presume, though, that it's going to keep chasing us until we get into the locked room that we need the fingerprints with. The room inside the hall, shut the door behind you. Are we safe? You hear the creature crushing on the door. Thankfully, it doesn't open from this side. You are in the main... You can't break open that door, really, in an abandoned old house that is probably made out of wood? Kinda strange. Let's see if we can climb the stairs and see. You may find some leads on the first floor. I want to see if the... What a mess. There is no way you're going back there. The creature came from here. You would rather not know what is inside. It's like everyone seems to be dying in the tubs and turning into things. Alright, well, we have no other choice but to go through here. Oh Lord, what are you doing? You press both eye and finger onto the scanner, you squish them hard, and eventually get a reading. The result of using the scanner is a bit messy, but it worked. You hear the door unlock. Nothing stands between the man and you now. You dive into the passage that just opened. Just as you pass the door, it closes behind you. A huge staircase unfolds before you. You delve down into the unknown complex. At some point, the stairs ends into a large corridor. There's a single door at the end with light coming out of it. You open the door. The light is blinding at first. You hear the door lock behind you quickly after you enter. After a few moments, the silence is broken by a crackling speaker sound. Well, we are waiting for you, sir. Please make yourself comfortable and grab a seat. Look at the glass. This seems to open up on another room. You can't see its content from here. Indulge me and take a seat, please. You may have all night, but that's not the case for everyone here. Cryptic characters and notes keep scrolling on the screen. I'm gonna see what happens if I don't sit in the fucking chair then. This guy seems to be pressuring me to sit, and I'll just be like, nah, fuck you, buddy. I have my coffee. I have all day. Now, I'm guessing what I'm gonna have to do is, when I finish recording this, getting to the ending, I'll replay it, get to the blob. I'll see if I can use the ladder to get to the shed on the right side of the house first, if I can use the ladder for a different use before the window. And if not, I'll go to the slime, the first slime we meet, and then die to it and show that at the end of the video, so then I can be a full playthrough and all endings, all deaths, etc. And I thought this coffee was going to be shit today. Alright. Reluctantly, you approach the chair. Let's make a little experiment, you and I, would you? Once seated, you finally get a sight of what is behind the glass. Another dark entity lies inert in the other room. Is it a big brain? You don't understand what is expected of you now. After a few moments of silence, the man's voice booms again. A touching reunion, really. I'd hate to interrupt, but unfortunately we need to go on with the procedure. Would you mind having a closer look at our friend here? You fight your instinctive disgust and try to focus your attention on the creature before you. Suddenly it starts to move and rise. Its shape looks strangely humanoid now. Almost familiar. You start to cry. Okay, that's enough. We both know what you are seeking here. I can fulfill your wish, but you need to do one thing for me first. Check the tray on the board, please. Is that a syringe? It is a syringe. The saturated voice is more and more assertive. You can be together again, you know. But before that, I need you to administrate yourself my special treatment. You don't have a choice. As your will falters, you take the syringe in your hand. You can't stop the tears flowing down your face. What is going to happen if you do that? And we don't have a choice. Do it now, screams the voice. What if I don't, and I just don't do anything then? This void in your heart, this longing, it can all fade away. Let it flow in your veins. If I do nothing, does it maybe go to an ending? If I just idle for too long? Well, it's worth a shot, but I don't think I can delay or change. It is a linear game, I do then believe. Your mind is broken. There's nothing you can do now. You see yourself inserting the needle inside your arm and press the syringe. What now? Suddenly a tide of pain rushes through your whole body. You can't move, you can't breathe, and a nightmarish buzzing sound is filling your ears. As you feel your body stretch and change, everything becomes more and more distant. Even the sound, even the pain is fading out, except for a small humming voice. As the suffering slowly fades, you start to remember that voice that you missed for so long now. And that sweet face. Daddy. The end. Veiled. A game made for AGBIC 2020 by Rémi Bismuth and Nicolas Millot. I'm gonna presume it is not Millot or Millot, but Millot. I could be wrong. But hey, interesting game. I was not expecting that in-depth of a point-and-click story. It was decent. I'm hoping that other people actually honestly think the same way. It was very, like, it wasn't as nightmarish as I was expecting. I was expecting more spooks. But, I mean, between it was, I don't know, not too convoluted, didn't have stupid ass, like, the only thing I hated about point-and-click adventures of the past was the convoluted puzzles and, you know, where I complained in the fall gameplay, where it's like you'd have to click very, very tiny specific things, and doing some things will completely screw your gameplay. Sometimes in these old games, there'd be ways where you can completely ruin your save by doing something wrong and making so you can no longer proceed, like you're stuck at a dead end. The generation of games where, like, around, you know, when I was younger, there were games that existed where you could literally fuck your entire gameplay. Games just are not made like that anymore, but it sort of created a habit in my system to basically play games almost under the what's the word? playing games with the notion that trying to play the game without, like, you know, doing everything in your power to make it so if there is a dead end, you're fully prepared. So it's like, if you're, say, playing Final Fantasy IX, let's say, I remember there was a boss where it's just like, I couldn't go back. Actually, no, wait, maybe it was Final Fantasy VIII. When you're in the final area in Final Fantasy VIII, let's say, and all the monsters are really fucking strong. I remember when I originally played Final Fantasy VIII as a kid, I rushed through a lot of monsters. I didn't power level, I barely leveled. I was just barely able to, like, manage to beat the bosses to get to the final area, where it's just like you're in, what's it, Lucrezia? I don't know, whatever the fucking witch's name is, like the final boss. And what is Lucrezia? That's Final Fantasy VII, I think. Yeah, it's the Final Fantasy VIII final area. You go into like this insane fucking final destination, goddamn, you know, mansion. Whatever the fuck it is. There's some castle where she is. I can't remember her name though. People know what I'm talking about if they've played Final Fantasy VIII. But anyways, the last area you go in, you can't. It's a place of no return. You cannot go back. Unlike in Final Fantasy VII, you can go down into the volcano. You can go down. Well, I don't even remember what it's called. It's been so long. In Final Fantasy VII, you can go down all the way until you fight Genova, all the way to the bottom of the mountain. And if you really want to, you can climb all the way back up and continue adventuring. In Final Fantasy VIII, once you go to the point of no return, you can't go back. And that was a point where just like, I was so weak, I couldn't fight the monsters there. The monsters were stronger than the bosses. I was basically screwed. I couldn't power level, because I would just consume all my potions, consume all my items. I just felt like I was screwed. But otherwise, there's games in this category, in this genre, where you could just hit a dead end and be screwed and you had to restart from the beginning. I never liked that. But, as saying, games aren't like that anymore, but I still play under the notion that, what if? Even though it's 99.99999% unlikely. But anyway, I will get all the deaths, and then we will end the video. Oh yeah, one thing I'm going to have to theorize too, while I'm playing this. The tape cassette. Maybe the tape cassette's peaceful playing makes it so the child doesn't turn into a monster himself and kill me. So perhaps. Because what is the point of the cassette tape? We didn't need to play it unless we needed to play the tape to open the curtains, but I really don't think so. So I'm going to presume that I don't need the tape. So we're not going to grab the tape, and we're going to see if that changes anything at all. Because I feel like playing the tape is unnecessary. The kid didn't... Going to the kid's room felt really unnecessary. The only thing I needed the kid for... Wait, why did I need to go in the kid's room? Did I even gain anything? Just a tarot card. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if anything changes. Alright, so here's more deaths. We're just not gonna move. It seems to be growing. It's coming at you. You can almost feel its grasp. You feel a warm, wet touch clenching your arm. You are violently pulled backward. You grasp for air, but a hot, sticky liquid fills your lungs. It's pretty gross. Alright, time for bathroom death. This kind of inevitable death sort of thing is exactly what I was sort of looking for in the game Fall. You feel its warmth on your neck. Because in games like, you know, like Fall, point-and-click games, timed deaths where it's like fast, quick responses are needed, it's just a staple of that kind of genre and the horror genre. So for the game Fall with the insectoids to not have timed death sequences of fast reactions or else death, it feels like games that are horror and point and click, it's just missing something fundamental if they don't have something like this. You feel the flesh touching your back, a chill fusing down your spine. The dread doesn't last long as the creature sucks you in. Thick tar-like liquid... stop filling lungs, it's gross. Alright, last one. And then I'll have to... You hear it moan just behind you. Oh, let me pump my liquid hot tar into your lungs. You jump forward to escape its grasp, falling onto the heater. You scream as you burn your face. Oh. A swift death relieves you from the pain as the creature crushes you in the corner. Oh. You melt your face and shit on the heater before being crushed alive. Oh, okay. Alright, then next up I'm going to see if the child mutates and can kill you if you don't play the cassette tape. I want to verify that. And then we can finally end the video. I wasn't expecting to actually be playing this for a whole fucking hour. Alright, he's dead. What would be the point in the music except to pacify the child so it doesn't turn fucking evil? What's happening? His skin is suddenly very hot. You can't believe what just happened. Huh. But then I never played the music. I have the tape, but I never used it. I wonder if I get a different ending then. Fuck it. Okay, I'll just keep playing. Get to the ending and see if anything's changed. Because without playing the music, and I also didn't unlock the door when you kick through the flooring in that attic-looking tiny room with the skeleton. I didn't unlock the room, so I wonder if that'll mess me up while being chased by the tentacle monster. It's already open then. I hadn't even unlocked the door before, so I guess maybe it's a little bit of an oversight. Since I'm sure a lot of people would want to open the door. But I have to figure out what the fuck the tape's for. I'm going to presume the tape might actually be involved with getting the ending that I got before. If the ending is the same, whether or not I play the tape, it really then confuses me, because the tape is completely optional, so I was like, optional things usually means different endings. So, we'll see. The tape meant nothing then. Unless, like, I played the tape. Ugh. And nothing changed in the ending at all. So what's the fucking point to the tape? Only the developers would be able to tell me, like, yeah, the tape's there to play sad music for the situation, but otherwise, bleh, I don't think it matters. I'll check the game store page. Blah. It just says, it has been 1 year since the incident, one endlessly long year looking for the truth. You know your child is alive, all the answers must be out there. Veiled has been made by blah blah blah, or all sources available here. And trigger warning. Disturbing to some people. Disturbing scenes is dead child and suicide. Well, anyway. Good game. I don't know what the fuck's with the cassette tape, because then I'm kind of confused. Why does a cassette tape exist if it has no functionality in the game? Unless there isn't two endings, and I just did something wrong, or perhaps it's like with the cross next to the bed, which then the character says, bad omen. Maybe that always, if I touch it, I always get this ending, but if I don't touch it, but I get the cassette tape, maybe I get a good ending? I don't know. If the developer says, hey, yeah, there's two endings, then I will play the game again. But if it's a linear ending and nothing changes, or the developer can just tell me what the functionality of the tape is, then we'll just leave it with that. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this interesting point-and-click game. If you did, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, become a full subscriber, hit the notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching, and until the next time.